Wouldn't it be great if your Proxmox just worked, even if you have disk failures, power outages, or anything that can happen in a normal environment? While it's okay to start with the default values, I'm gonna let everything just be default. It can get you into trouble later. In this video, I'll show you 4 settings that I changed immediately after installing Proxmox. Let's check out the first thing. So the first and most important thing you want to do is enable updates, because when you install Proxmox, this is my node, it installs with an enterprise repository. As you can see here, that's the enterprise proxmox.com. And it says here the enterprise repository is enabled, but there's no active subscription. That means that the system won't update. So what you want to do then is go under here and look for lines containing enterprise, like this one, and just disable that and disable the other. You can add a repository. Just select no subscription, add. And if you're using Ceph as well, you can add a non-subscription repository for that. Like that. Now I can press reload. Then I get this message saying you get updates for Proxmox VE, which is a good thing. And I can go to updates and just refresh. And it will do the apt update. Now you can see that it's using the no subscription repo. That task is okay. And if I want to, I can just upgrade. And I'll get the upgrade. So the next thing I like to do is fix this certificate problem. Now, I own this public domain. It's registered and it's hosted by Cloudflare. To be able to create a certificate, you need to own a domain name. And I can recommend Cloudflare, but there's of course other options available. But if you get a Cloudflare domain, you can go to Data Center and down to Acme, and you can add a challenge plugin. Let's call it Cloudflare Acme. And in the DNS API, you just select Cloudflare, manage DNS. Here you have to get the details from Cloudflare. Once inside Cloudflare, you can go down to manage account. You can go into account API tokens, just create a token, edit zone DNS token, zone DNS edit, include. For simplicity, I'm going to select all zones from account and my account. Continue to summary, create token, and then you'll get an API token. Your account ID is in the link. It's a long string with like numbers and stuff. Just insert it into CF account ID, and you can just copy the token, just like that, and enter your Cloudflare email address, and just add. And then you can go to PVE, certificates, it's already selected here, and add, select DNS, just enter your hostname, and you can select the plugin you created, just create. And then you have to add an Acme account. For account name is a local name for your Proxmox, so I'm just going to call it PTD PVE. Enter your email and select Let's Encrypt v2, accept terms of service, register. And that's done. So now you can order certificates. And the validation is pending, and it seems to be working. And there I get a status is valid for domain. It's creating a certificate signing request. Order is ready, finalizing. And then it restarts PV proxy. And now you can see if I go up here and I take this link. Just open a new tab and press enter. And you can see that the warning is gone, which is nice. The third thing is in storage. I go to storage and I add a remote NFS share. I'm just going to call it NFS lab. It's on storage. And the export is backups. So it found it. And for content type, I'm going to select the backups as well. It's enabled. And just add it like that. And that takes us into the fourth thing, which is the backup. Because would you ever want to run your VMs without a backup? And here you can select the VMs that you want to backup. I'm going to select this one. And if you added the remote storage, be sure to select it here. And I can schedule it for, let's say, every day at 21. On the selection mode, if you want to backup all VMs, you can select all. Here you have the notification settings if you want to be notified about the backups. And yeah, let me just select this VM and hit create. And now there's a backup job. And we're done. Hope you got something out of this, and I hope to see you next time.